All right. Main event of the evening, the rematch. Sean O'Malley defending his bantamweight championship. Sugar Sean against Marlon Chito Vera, the only man to beat him, right? Sean only has one loss, right? Yeah. Had to fucking check my mind for a second there. I was thinking of the no contest. That's what threw me off. But yeah,
Yeah.
against the only man to beat him. Obviously, it was that weird fight the first time where the Cheeto landed some leg kicks and whatever nerve in Sean's leg stopped responding and leg wasn't really working and ended up being a TKO as his movement got pretty limited. But we run it back here. So Sean O'Malley, the bantamweight champ, fighting out of Helena, Montana. Um, 17-1 and 1 no contest, 12 knockouts, 1 submission, going against Marlon Chito Vera, fighting out of Ecuador. 23-8 and 1 draw, 8 knockouts, 10 submissions. He is coming off the win over Pedro Munoz that we talked about earlier. He kind of, I guess you got to say, got a little lucky here in that Sean wanted to get this one back against him. You know, there were some other guys that could have gotten this title shot, and Sean kind of chose Cheeto, which was fair enough. Sean obviously coming off the knockout of Aljo to become the champ. And now here we are at his first title defense. What you think?
I think it's a great fight. I think the first one was super interesting. I think there's a little bit of drama here that I think everybody's here for, right? Sean O'Malley has been touting the 17-0, 18-0. I'm not sure what number he decided to stick with and then add the O there on top of it. But he's basically, had this narrative since that fight happened
Yes.
that basically just didn't count. He didn't lose and his foot stopped working, and that's what happened. Obviously, that is what it is. You got some gamesmanship and all that other kind of stuff. But on Chito's end, Chito is you want to talk about a fighter that's relatively no nonsense. Chito Vera doesn't give a fuck about none of this. He doesn't care
No.
about the lights, the glitz, the glam, the media. He does not give a fuck. If
Nope.
you paid him his paycheck, he will go in the backyard and he will do exactly the same thing. He does not
Yes.
care. Dudes like Chito Vera are the ones you need to watch out for, man, because those are the dudes that are coming for your soul and they are not playing around. Sean O'Malley is a performer. He is a showman, and that is not to disparage the technique and the actual fighting acumen that man brings to the cage, because he's absolutely fantastic. His ability to control his distance, to know where he is in space at all times, is absolutely phenomenal and very high class. But the approach to the game here is very, very different. And the real problem I have with Chito is his inconsistencies, his ability to lose rounds and then come back and win, but not all the time. And he's very much able to lose 3-4 rounds in a row trying to figure some shit out, or not playing the game right, or whatever it is. It doesn't always necessarily mean that Chito is a bad fighter in those moments, or the worst fighter or anything like that. But it just means that the choices that he's making in those specific rounds are just not working in his favor to win those rounds. So I just think Sugar is just a little bit more adept at winning those rounds. I think as long as he doesn't get finished, I can't see him not winning 3 out of the 5 rounds. So I'm gonna go with Sean here, man. I think he walks away with a decision win. I don't know if he finishes Cheeto. Has Cheeto ever been finished? That is a tall fucking
No.
order.
No.
No, right? Yeah,
No.
I'm not going with that. If he does that, amen. Good on him, but I'm not putting chips on that one. So I'm gonna go with Sugar Sean here by unanimous decision, 48-47, and still.
All right, Mike, we tried to delay the best that we could. Unfortunately, as you are hearing, you've missed a couple fights here. But let's do this if you're good with it. I didn't do this fight yet, the O'Malley Cheeto. So let me pitch it to you. That way you don't end up doing 3 in a row, and then I'll close out this. But then we got to come back to you and get your picks for the 2 that you missed before we end the show here.
Okay.
All right. So O'Malley, Chito, what do you got?
My little guy, he's still back up, and I don't want him to start screaming again. I am solo, by the way. So this sucks. I might just bow out and text you my picks.
All right.
This is not going well.
I've been there.
Sorry, boys. I'll catch up with you guys, and to everyone watching, I'm sorry. That's just how it goes when you have a 10-month-old.
Well, you want to give us the 3 names? Who's the names? Holland, Page.
Holland. Confidently.
Poirier and Saint-Denis.
Saint-Denis.
Oh. What?
And then O'Malley, Chito.
O'Malley. I'm going O'Malley. I will say this. I do think O'Malley hands Chito his first knockout loss.
Dude, don't steal my thunder. I'm fucking working my way up to
that. Okay. I gotta go.
All right, later.
Sorry, guys. Later.
You're good.
All right. So Mike goes Holland and Saint-Denis. Differed from me and Omar on both of those. I wish we could have heard his takes. But yeah, so let me just close it out here. Odds wise, Sean is minus 285. Chito is plus 225. 3 inches of height and 1.5 inches of reach for Sean. I love Chito. I really love Chito. But I don't think this is going to go his way. And I am even going as far as debating a finish, though Chito has never been finished in a 32-fight career. But, man, he is just so willing to eat shots. And Sean is so active and so elite with the angles and the accuracy of his shots that I could see Chito finally get turned off. Now, does it help Chito that Sean is primarily a boxer? Like, yes, he'll use his kicks, but they're not where the money is. And he's not going to wrestle Chito either. So, yeah, I think maybe it does. Like, this is not quite a Corey Sandhagen situation where Chito had so much trouble figuring out what was coming and how to approach that fight. You'd think that Chito could potentially get his reads down on Sean a little bit quicker. But even so, Sean's footwork and timing is so damn good that I'm not convinced it's going to be all that much easier. And maybe we could see a scenario where like that famous Chito Vera durability plays a huge factor and he's losing, but he's still coming. And that bell rings to start like round 5 and he's still fresh. And O'Malley's like, wow, this is what round 5 is like, huh? This has been a shitload of fighting and something crazy happens. Like, I wouldn't say that's impossible. Sean has never seen these rounds. And if there was ever a guy that was going to survive to bring him into them, Chito's kind of that guy. But I'm not going to bet on that happening. And I think I am going to say that Sean actually puts Chito out. You know, maybe he takes some early shots and feels them and is like, all right, you know, yeah, he hits hard, but I can take these like I take most, and doesn't give Sean enough respect and then just gets rocked by one and followed and stopped on some follow-up shots on the ground. Like something along those lines. I don't know why. I'm seeing it that Sean is going to just come out of this looking invincible, only from Rob to eat him next fight. But I will go Sean O'Malley, round 3, TKO.
You know, if I had to picture O'Malley beating Vera by knockout, I do picture it starting with some kind of rock or some kind of stun, some punch that just wobbles him.
Yes.
But I immediately see that being followed up with a 1-2. No time in between, no breathing in between. He immediately closes the distance and just puts 2 together real quick and just pops him all the way down onto the ground. Head hits the canvas kind of deal.
Yeah, you described it better than me. That's basically, if it happens, that's how I'm envisioning that first shot is just like one of those like off guard, like what the fuck was that shots. And then it's just the follow-up happens too fast.
Just bouncing, just right hand, right, gets him a little fucked up, boom, and just hits him with another quick 1-2 after that and just sits him down.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, hey, fucking bold pick for the guy that's never been finished. So maybe that ain't going to happen, but we shall see.
Yeah.
All right,
I feel good about my decision pick.
It's fucking 1:07 a.m. I have to be up in 4.5 hours, basically. Shoot me in the fucking face. Okay. Thanks for listening. All right. So, yeah, Mike had a dip, as you guys heard, but that is where we will end this one. Enjoy the pay-per-view. Probably the best pay-per-view we've had. I mean, like, arguably ever. I don't even know. This pay-per-view is fucking insane. But, yeah, enjoy. Leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. Hopefully, a lot of these fights get us some engagement here where you guys might have takes on them, and we would love to hear them and go back and forth. So let us know. Thanks for checking us out, and we will see you next week.
Yes, sir. Stay awake for the rest of it. Boom.
Peace.